Alright, hello everybody! Alright, let's see. Where is my Sakana picture reference? There we go! So, this is the dragon puppet that I'm going to be coloring in for printable downloads on my Etsy shop. So this is going to be a pretty quick stream, actually. And if only YouTube would tell me that I'm recording so that I can overlook it, that would be great, YouTube. Please. Pretty please, show me that I'm live. Yay! Alright, hey Cammy's Dragons! Welcome, welcome! I'm gonna be coloring in my official Sakana the Dragon. I just sold the actual made version of him. So what I'm gonna be doing is coloring in the actual version of him. So let's zoom on in, see what we're working with. And it looks like we're gonna start off with the eye, of course. Turn that opacity up. And keep going a little bit darker, and a little bit more blue, and a little bit more darker. The more we go up, this is going to be a really quick stream. So enjoy! There we go. A little bit of yellow. Maybe a little line of yellow surrounding the pupil. And this is going to be a printout that you can get on my Etsy shop, Miss Willow Artistry. I'm going to turn those down. There we go. Little bit of blurring, can't hurt. Nice. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that eye. Control done. Zooming on out. And let's work on this area. A little bit of blue around the edges of the eye to make it stand out. It's a little bit too gray. Alright then. I think that's a little bit too dark. What do you think? I'm thinking just a little tiny bit of blue around the edges can't hurt. How's everybody's day going so far? Hopefully really nice. Ooh, that's a really good eye. Let's see. Alright, pink nose. Pink nose with little blotches. Hey, Starfall! I am making a printable version of Sakana, the omnipotent dragon puppet. That is correct. I'm super excited. See, I just sold Sakana this morning. So I have to make him available for everybody else too. And I've got to make another Sakana. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Making him again. And this time I can't forget the blotchy nose. I wanted to make like koi fish spots on the top of his nose. I love that omnipotent dragon puppet. Oh, geometry homework. Oh man, I'm sorry. But it isn't. Sorry. But it is important. Usually those boring, difficult things matter, unfortunately. But my day's going real well. I'm feeling a lot better from being sick. So, alright, red eyebrows. So I'm doing a lot better, actually. So that is a relief. I'm not having any rough nights anymore. So So that's pretty good. That makes me happy. I want to do this really quickly, so it's gonna be probably a rather quick stream if you do ask me. Usually these dragon puppet coloring ones are. Orange. I'm gonna do a little bit brighter orange. There we go. Darker around the eyes. You like these subjects? Physical science is worse, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you sold Sakana? I did! I plan to have one of each of my favorite dragons at all times. So probably what I'm gonna work on today is making another Sakana so that I can have one to play with and make videos with. I really like Sakana. He was my favorite. But I am more happy that I sold him. I wouldn't have listed him if I wasn't expecting somebody to buy him. And be okay with that, too. So, it's just a cycle of dragon puppets being my main business. Some of them gotta go, but that doesn't mean that I can't make them again. So that is what's really good, is if I have a master design like this that I've named Sakana, what I can do is find the same colors, make them again, and have infinite Sakanas. I'm gonna make this one real detailed, and perhaps I'll even get this design because it's my favorite. Maybe I'll get it Vista printed because I don't have a color printer. Color printers are just way too expensive for me right now. So what I can do is I can get 100 copies of Sakana printed out so that all I have to do is assemble him if I sell one. I thought you were going to keep him as the original puppet. I know, but I'm happy for you. Thank you. Sometimes it just has to happen. Unfortunately, I need money. I've got to eat. Unfortunately, food comes first. And I don't make enough at my job, as it is. I have a hard time working in public scenes, as it is, so it's real important for me to be able to let go of puppets. There we go. We're gonna have some deep red stripes. Woohoo! But I always envisioned me having a version of Sakana no matter what. So there we have it. I'm getting air dry clay today so that I can make figurines to sell. I got foam clay and I'm not very fond of it, honestly. So I'm trying air dry clay. Polymer clay is just too expensive. I remember when I was a kid and you could actually buy polymer clay. Now I can't. I can buy like 1 pound for like over $10 and it's insane. So out with the polymer clay. People are making great sculptures with air dry clay. So I'm gonna give that a go. Just imagine 10 Sakanas staying in one room. Which mischievous plans will they think of together? Oh man, I can't even begin to imagine the mischief. Oh my gosh, the mischief. What a mischievous little dragon. I can't imagine it, honestly. They would probably find some way to take over the world. Absolutely. They'd probably make like an HQ secretly in like the attic And I'd come in and I'd be like, where did all my dragon puppets go? You're onto something. Starfall, you are cracking the code. The Sakana cult is going to rise, and we must be prepared for it. If I get 100 Sakanas, I have to have some assembled at any time. That's what I have with a couple of my designs. I've Vista printed exactly on poster paper these colored digital versions because I really liked how they turned out. And I just have them sitting around built, like, waiting for a customer to order them. And I bet they're getting into all sorts of mischief when I'm not looking. So, yep, yellow, and I need to do the red spots. A little bit redder here. Fading into a dark red at the tip. And then we'll blur all that together. And again, put some stripedy lads. That is a bit too much. The drawing is great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you are right. We don't want this to become too much. Or else they'll take over the world. They'll take over the galaxy, and that won't be good for anybody. No siree. Alright, this is looking pretty snazzy. I like so far, very much. Little teeth have to have some blue sheen to them. Very nice, clean looking teeth. Good job, Sakana. And of course, we've got to have red blotches. There we go. Let's actually shade some of that. Oops. Alrighty. Shade some of those blotches in. Alright. And more shade, of course. Gotta have some 3D look. Oh! Which video games do you play? Oh, I like something other than Minecraft. I like something called Cat Quest. That's a really cute little game where you... I'm just gonna talk about Cat Quest for a minute, actually. You play as this little cat knight who defends the kingdom, the little village, and you go and fight monsters and such. And you have, like, everything is like, cat merchants and cat warriors, and it's super cute. It's like a little chibi cat design. I love it. They have a free demo version too, so you can play it for free on the PC. I think it's through Steam though. I could be wrong if they changed and you can actually download it. I think I was able to actually download it, but I could be wrong. It's been a while. But I like little fantasy magic games and such like that. Oh, that's a little bit too round. There we go. Oh, nice little spots are coming out well. But yeah, I don't play many video games, honestly. I really like the sandbox attributes to Minecraft. But other than that, that's a tough question. Oh, my millipede, did you just find a piece of moss you like? Hello, sir. Are you being good? I have what's called an African giant millipede, or Shangololo, and it's a giant millipede that it's slow, very docile, but it gets to be around 13 inches long. Mine's around half that, but he is super, super, super cute, and I'm trying to make him happy lately. He has some kind of like depression, so it's kind of hard with him, making him happy. Usually play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, mostly Genshin. Both has great plot, mechanics, and graphics. I can play chess sometimes too. Ah, that's nice! I haven't really gotten to the anime games. I wonder if I'd like them. Chess is really good. I used to play that with my father when I was a kid. He used to let me win. Yes, Cammy, he is depressed. Sad little socks. You okay, buddy? You just eating moss? That's okay. But Sakana has... I actually, instead of just the white fur here, on his actual design, I did white fur to brown fur to black fur, so that he had like more koi fish spots. But let's gather some yellow for his ears. Ears. Cell erase. I don't know why I didn't put a line there. Shame on me. And I've already packed up Sakana, so his design is hidden from me because I sold him. I packed him up in this big box and he's ready to ship out. I put a whole bunch of goodies in with the order because I sell them for a fairly good amount of moolah, because I don't, it's not that I don't want to get rid of them, but I sell my favorite ones for more, so that it takes a little bit longer for me to sell them, and it's more rewarding for me too as the creator. If someone does eventually buy out one of my favorites, I'm like, I feel very happy about it rather than like, oh, goodbye, my friend. I made a video farewelling Sakana, by the way. Giving him a nice farewell. I really like the blue jay stripes, the feather stripes on my dragons, especially on their ears. I think it looks super awesome. So I'm gonna give Sakana some of those. You millipede that is depressed, just imagine that. Let's cheer him up. Yeah, I really wish. The poor guy. He's just kind of like buried. He just sleeps all the time. He doesn't care to move around or eat, or he just likes, the only things that he likes are portobello mushrooms, which even now he's kind of just like meh about, which is sad. Those used to be his favorite thing. Used to be portobello mushrooms and sleeping. Those are the only things that make him happy. But I don't even know if he's happy when he's just laying there. Poor thing. Poor guy. And Sakana's got emerald. It's kind of like an emerald dragon. It's got, emerald horns. But yeah, I try to make Socks happy every day. I give him little showers, I wash him up nice, give him food that he likes. He likes fish flakes. And it could be because he's really cold, because it is getting really cold in here. You really recommend Genshin as a start. If you like math, I do not like math. But maybe someday I'll try it. Good fantasy story with dragons, traveling, etc. Genshin is made for you. Traveling in real life stresses me out a lot, but traveling in video games is really fun. I've got a bad trigger with traveling with people. There's something that makes me really uncomfortable about it. But long-time channel watchers might know what that is, but I don't really want to get into it too much. Instead, I want to add some luminosity to these horns to make them look more like gemstones. Art is such a wonder. You can do so much with art. It's incredible. Hold on, I hear driveway stuff. No, I don't. That was in my head. I'm just excited for my air dry clay to arrive, so I'm like, Amazon? Amazon? Are you here yet? What would you say those horns look like? Emerald gemstone. Maybe math was a bit odd. Well, I guess there's some ways that it could tie in. I'm sure it's not like a math game. I used to play math games growing up. Oh, difficult stuff. Difficult stuff, I tell you. Alright. Well. It looks like Sakana is finished. But, alright, we can take away the reference. Looking pretty good. Huh. I may have to spend $200 to get 100 Sakanas. So that just means I have to sell Sakana for more than $2 retail. Done. Let's just say $5 or $10 so I can get some profit. Then the labor of creating the cardboard base and assembling, that takes me about an hour. So if I want to pay paid like $20 an hour, let's just call it 30 then. And then for the cost of the materials, the cardboard, the glue sticks, I probably use around 3 full glue sticks for my hot glue gun per dragon. That would bring me around 35, which is usually what I sell them for. So wow, I got that really down pat. Huh. See, I'm doing math. You got me doing math simultaneously. Oh, gee whiz. Socks, what are you doing, man? You just have your face stuffed in the crevasse. You okay? Go eat some fish flakes. My dude. He keeps hugging this plant that I'm growing in there and ripping it up. So I keep having to bury it again and straighten it. And then he keeps hugging it again. He's like, he's a tree hugger. Socks the tree hugger. That's cute. But yeah, now you got me doing math. So my retail average, and it takes me about half an hour to ship, plus around $10 to ship for the dragon puppet. So I usually do around 15 shipping, so I make around $45 per dragon puppet. Not to try and get into costs and stuff, but that's basically my average, unless it's a dragon I really, really want to sell for more because I'm using it actively in videos. Oh, interesting. Which dragon puppet could theoretically claim Sakana's great title of Omnipotent Dragon Puppet? Haha. Well, most mischievous dragon is Berserk. But he's not very bright, so I would not call him omnipotent. Akari is honestly my next favorite. He's the blue one with the gold nose and gold horns. I would say Akari because he's just the amount of childish but wise to be able to be a mischievous omnipotent type. Not a wise omnipotent, that would be Conifer. He's just the responsible one. He wouldn't cause any mischief. So he wouldn't claim the title. I'd say Akari. And let me pull up a picture of Akari. I colored him in, too. Sale art. Printable puppets. This is Akari. Let me pull up his ears, too. I've got Akari ears right here. He's also got kind of the blue jay stripes. But he's probably the one who would take the title. Yeah, you remember that stream. Yeah, oh my gosh. He was fun. I need to make a cardboard base for him. The Akari that I have right now is, and his name also means bright lights, and he's got like gold light style decorations all over him. He's kind of like a blue jay dragon almost. But he's super duper cool. He was my favorite until I made Sakana. Except his eyes are facing the opposite way, so he's not really looking at people when I play with him or bring him places. But I can't believe it. I had 6 dragons yesterday, and now I have 3. I'm selling them out quick. I sold Equinox. I sold Equinox. I sold another version of Berserk without the fur. I sold, Equinox was the mushroom fungal one with the blue glasses. I sold, oh, who was it? Oh boy! Let me look! My mind's blanking on me. Oh, I sold Bramble! He was the one that I had, furry, fluffy sideburns and eyebrows on. I sold him. Equinox. I sold an Akari. And I sold Sakana. This dragon is actually one of the ones that I have the Vistaprint version of, so I need to actually make one of these today and list him, because people loved this dragon, except I was getting bombarded with, I put my quantity to 100 so that people could buy them, and I'd make them at will, basically, by order, or per order. So I was getting so many people buying this that I was overwhelmed with my workload, so I got rid of the listing and decided to, which wasn't smart of me. That just means that I need to work on my laziness problem. But it was just a little bit stressful. But honestly, mental health comes first. And I'm going to now just list these as I make them. So when I have the time and I'm in the mood to make and put together and assemble one of these guys, I will do so. Same with Equinox. Equinox here. This was the fungal Earth Drake guy with the deer that takes on the form of a deer. Again, not as popular as I thought it would be. When I had these dragons made of Equinox, back in June and July, they were going like hotcakes off the shelves. I was making like 10 of these dragons, some different versions of the color. And now all of a sudden it's Galaxy Dragon, no more Mushroom Dragon. So I always thought that was interesting how the trend changes over time. It's like, I have been able to sell my dragon puppets for over a year now, I think. The trend of that hasn't died yet, so honestly I'm milking it. But the trend within what's popular in the dragon puppets does change. Sometimes this dragon is the most popular one of mine, and sometimes it's Galaxy, and right now Galaxy's taking a break, and people are actually liking Sakana more. But I can put this one as a printable for people to download too, probably around $6-7 per se, but I can try it. I can always go down, but you can't go up in price, you know, people will notice that. Socks just found a piece of grass. Are you chewing on that? Why are you so depressed, baby? Come here. Come here, Socks. Are you chilly? He just doesn't even want to move. Poor guy. Here, you can sit in my lap, baby. Poor little Millie. But he got dirt all over me. Yeah, but, we have Sakana, we have Akari. Let's see what other colored ones. These are full dragon puppets. Still fighting a cold, sorry. I also have mini tiny dragon puppet. I don't have a name for this one yet, but it's kind of like a mini Sakana. Kind of like a goldfish, in a way. Kind of reminds me of that. But I honestly should... I need a drink of water. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. I honestly should get this one Vista printed or redo it a little bit bigger because the dragon's super cool. But I feel like it has more potential that I'm not really giving to him. Then I have my scary boy here. Some people really liked him. He also doesn't have a name. He's just called like generic dragon or something, but he's got a bat nose. He's kind of creepy. He's got like the big dog gums. Scary tongue, which obviously, if you want the dragon puppet to not have an open mouth all the time, you gotta kind of fold the tongue down, or take it off, but it depends how you want the dragon puppet to turn out. This was kind of the first version of that dragon, but not scary. And he's actually got blue eyes on the whites. He's kind of a dapper boy. I drew him before. This was actually... Let me see. None of these are really interesting. But if I go to my bookmarks... This dragon. This was actually him. Except I turned him into a dragon puppet. He's got like the tuxedo and everything. See, the moment I hold Socks, he actually walks around. I think he's just lonely. He must just be lonely, except he hates everyone and everything, so I can't tell if he's content with me or just like feeling so tortured by being held that he's just complying with everything. I cannot tell. It's like I wish I could talk to my pets. But the poor guy, he's always sad. He didn't used to be this way when I first got him. Let me show you some other arts while I'm here. lengthen out the stream a little bit. This was a bookmark design, and I put Reed on it. This is Goldie, version of Goldie. He's a juvenile dragon in my Farendale story series. And like for Vistaprint, for example, I'll fit as many bookmarks as I can on one sheet.